Joining us for more on this whole subject is the founder and CEO of Common Sense Media, Jim Steyer. Jim, thanks very much for being here. As we heard in Rachel's piece, Adam Mosseri was grilled about Instagram's effect on children. What was your takeaway from the hearing?
He should have been grilled is my number one takeaway. And second, as the segment said, you know, they came up at the last minute with sort of a PR blitz about the changes they will make, which is pretty much reflective of the way that Facebook and Instagram have handled all this, which is deflect, deny, distract. And so I thought it was important because on a bipartisan basis, Congress, which has been largely missing in action for about a decade on these issues, really held Adam's feet to the fire. And the key now is for Congress to act and really regulate Instagram and the other platforms for the harms they do to kids and teens.
Well, let's talk about the Instagram and the other platforms. There is a kind of cartoon version of that. Facebook is for fogies and Instagram for younger people. What are the concerns that you have about Instagram and mental health, social health for young people?
So, Terry, it's clear, first of all, you saw Senator Dick Blumenthal talk about the addictive qualities and the fact that the business model is designed to maximize engagement and attention. So the fundamental business model of Instagram and Facebook and a couple of the other big social media platforms is to keep your kids there as long as possible. So addiction issues are very serious. But also, as you just heard from the prior segment, from when Dr. Vivek Murthy, the Surgeon General, came out yesterday with his important new report on teen depression and anxiety and suicide, he links it explicitly to overuse of social media platforms. And as the head of the biggest kids media and advocacy group in the country, we have a lot of research, and we've had it for nearly a decade, that shows some of the harms that kids who spend too much time on Instagram can have. They include body image issues, eating disorder issues, bullying, et cetera. And to be honest with you, Instagram has not dealt with any of these until yesterday's sort of Hail Mary announcement that they were going to have new platforms. So the time is ripe for Congress to do bipartisan legislation that really reins in these platforms in terms of privacy, platform accountability, et cetera, Terry.
And Mosseri was on the grill, as we've been saying yesterday, and he kind of passed the buck a little bit. He said TikTok and YouTube, teens are using that more. Do you think that helps him out?
Well, I don't think it really helps him out. He's accurate in the sense that as someone who's a parent of 4 kids, kids do not spend their time today on Nickelodeon and Disney Channel or PBS Kids the way they used to. They really are on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And by the way, should TikTok and YouTube also be held responsible for the way their platforms perform? Absolutely. But Facebook and Instagram are really the biggest problems. They have done almost nothing to address the very serious social emotional issues that have been raised for years about their platforms. So what you really need to do is have very serious legislation passed at the federal level on both kids and teens' privacy, but also on platform accountability that holds them liable for harms that occur on their platforms. And that would apply, obviously, to Instagram, but also to platforms like YouTube and TikTok. And the public wants this on a bipartisan basis. So I would tell you, stay tuned. We're going to see real action in the coming months, or we better see real action if you care about our kids and teens.
And let me just quickly follow up. We just have a few seconds. What's the most important aspect of that legislation? What's the most important thing Congress could do? 2
things. Number one, really strengthen the privacy laws and increase the Child Online Privacy Protection Act to children under 16. So you'd extend it to teens. But the second thing also is to hold the platforms liable for the harm that happens to kids and adults on those platforms. That is the shield that they currently have. It's almost a get out of jail free card. And Congress can remove that and should do so. And all of us will benefit in the long run if that happens.
Such an important issue. Jim Steyer, thanks very much for helping us out with that.
Great to see you, Terry.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.